Hey, what's going on, family? I haven't done this in a while. I haven't done a vlog in a good minute now that I think about it. But, I just recently got out of a funk. Um, Summer is always like kind of a touchy time for me. So I wanted to have a real conversation real quick. So those that know me, they know that I lost somebody very, very close to me 4 years ago around this time. Last week made it 4 years that I lost childhood friend, though he wasn't a child to me, but I've known him since my childhood. He was my parents' very, very close friend growing up. He My uncle Kevin. I don't know if anybody remembered the year that the Eagles won the Super Bowl, right? As a Giants fan, I got a lot of weird looks because I was rooting for the Eagles, that playoff and everything like that. Just because my uncle was a huge Eagles fan, and I just imagine like what he probably doing up in heaven right now when he saw the Eagles win. He probably lost his mind up there. I don't even know, but I want to have a real conversation about something that affects my community, and also just raise awareness to it because I don't think it gets nearly talked about, or maybe better so. I feel like with me and my platform, because not only has it affected me personally with the loss of a family member, but the fact that this is it's a higher rate of something that needs to be talked about and highlighted within my community. So black men, we're kind of already in a difficult time right now. This new generational civil rights movement. We're dealing with a pandemic, and then we got the election coming up. So I don't want the head of the household. I don't want my kings to be fighting this fight if they're not completely checked out. And what I mean by that is, this is not a sexy conversation at all, but it's important to talk about. I need you guys to get yourselves checked out. I want to talk about cancer prevention. I don't know if it really got brought up a lot in the month of February, but and maybe I just wasn't doing a good job at covering it, or it just didn't hit my radar. But I really want to talk about cancer prevention within our community. So the African American community has the shortest survival rate of any racial or ethnic group in the United States for most cancers. But they also have the highest incidence of colorectal cancer. Nearly 20,000 cases were expected of colorectal cancer in 2019 for African Americans. Uh, Doing the numbers and everything, it indicated that it was 24% higher for black men and 19% higher for black women compared to any other race. Unfortunately, black colorectal cancer patients are 15 to 20% more likely to die from diseases than any other patients of any other race. I'll post all the information as far as like symptoms and stuff to kind of look out for. But I just wanted to really, really stress the urgency of just kind of just checking in and looking in on all this stuff. So the best way to stay on top of all of this stuff is just get your, not just, but get your screenings. If a polyp is found, you can get it removed, and that basically, it removes chances of you having to deal with colon cancer. But I think it's because it's something that gets glossed over so much that it tends to really disrupt and affect my community at an alarming rate. You know, um, medical advisors, they advise that, normally for any other race at the age of 50 to get their colon checked out. But for black men, as early as 45. Um, just because apparently we're more than likely to catch it, I would say. Or better yet, we're more than likely to have to deal with the blunt end of it. A lot of that has to do with socioeconomic factors that make it more difficult for people to gain access to screenings and stuff like that. A lot of that can deal with a weird like mutation in our genes that it kind of swells and drives cancer growth. Unfortunately, poor prognoses. So the one thing I just want to urge for my kings and my queens, for the elder kings, I guess, I want you to wear your crown. I want you to be able to take your seat, but I want you to be at 100%. We need our black fathers, man. Queens, if your king's being hard-headed, you gotta urge him the gravity of this situation. We need you guys, and y'all need us. You know what I mean? And for the young kings and queens, 20s and older, even for my little princes and for my princesses, better tell your pops to get checked out. You want him as long as you can have him in this marathon. You feel me? I lost my uncle 4 years ago. You know, I can only imagine if we had caught it a lot earlier, what that could have done, bettered his chances. But should have, could have, would have. I miss him every day. He had become a very, very close friend in my early adult years. When I got saved, he ministered to me, I ministered to him. He'd send me music, I'd send him music. This is one of the other things that cripple our community. And though we already got, systematic, institutionalized, and societal racism, I don't want us to fixate on other things, and we're not taking care of ourselves at the end of the day. So I'm going to post this article on my pages, on all my platforms, and share this. Share this with every black man share it with every black woman share it with, just send it around, man. Thank you for hearing my heart. I know this was a heavy topic, but it was something that needed to be talked about. Always remember, you are beautiful, blessed, and beloved. God is love. Love is God. Lead with love.